Good morning. Today I'm going to share with you my install of a solar powered roof vent on my mobile oven, commonly known as my 7x14 cargo trailer that hauls my razor, but it does get ridiculously hot in there, so we're going to see if we can cool her down a little bit. Here's a quick inside view of what we're going to be doing today. This is the roof of the trailer, which as you can see there's nothing in the way, so we've already determined we want the vent somewhere in this area right about here, which we'll measure that out in just a minute. But first, let me show you the stuff that we're going to need to do this job. Cordless drill, jigsaw with a brand new metal blade. Be sure to use a metal blade on this or it will tear up the thin aluminum. Handy dandy Sharpie, tape measure, and in most cases we would be using some silicone sealant to seal the vent to the roof, but in my case I may be replacing this down the road, so I want to leave the option to take it out easily. And because the unit does come with a gasket, we're going to test that gasket out and see how it does. Here's a look at our vent. I found this online. You can probably guess where. It's like 65 bucks. It says it moves 1,000 cubic feet per hour, which is not exactly stellar, but it should be a little more efficient than the passive vents that are currently installed in the trailer. I'm going to get rid of this plastic. So on the back we have a retaining ring, which is going to make a really nice template when I go up top. Foam gasket, which I spoke about, so we're going to test that out and see if it actually seals. There's a good look at our vent itself. We have a switch for in and out. Hopefully we're just going to leave this thing on out and let it run. As long as the sun is shining, it should be venting. So let's go up top and cut some holes. Once I'm up top, it'll be real easy to figure out my center point by measuring from either side. But measuring front to back is not quite so easy, especially with the V-nose trailer. So I'm going to figure out my center point in here, drill a small pilot hole in the center before I go up top. So to do that, I've already decided that this is the location I want my vent. I want to put it... I would also recommend doing this without something in your trailer. Working on top of the machine here is not ideal, but since I'm in a storage facility, I can't exactly take it out. So we're going to measure out our center point. And we're going to mark that. Now we're going to drill a quick pilot hole, then we'll go up top and recenter it. All right, I've officially drilled a hole in my roof, so we are committed. I'll see you up top. Okay, we are back up top. We're going to center our opening from side to side by taking a measurement off of either side. Let's see what this thing is overall. 84 1/2 of an inch. So 42 1/4 is my target. Oh, that was close. That is my true center point. Now, I'm just going to eyeball this for right now because, like I said, we're going to be swapping this out for a standard roof vent sometime down the road, which require a 14x14 opening. So this hole will be completely gone later on, but we do want it to look good. All right, there is our hole. So we want to drill a hole just big enough to get our saw blade in to get us started. Also, please note, don't drill on the line, drill inside the line. All right, as you can see, this stuff is very thin, so I can't exactly climb up there and do anything. I'm doing this all from a ladder and stretched over. All right, we're going to cheat a little bit, putting the knees on the roof. If I suddenly disappear, you know what happened. Holy crap, that's loud. I'm gonna pause 10 seconds while I put in earplugs. If you have sensitive ears like me, these little orange things are amazing. I used to refer to them as marital aids, but I wouldn't recommend that. Success. Well, I shouldn't have spoke so soon. Let's see if our vent actually fits before we get too excited. Oh, nope, she's a little too tight. So a quick look at my cutout, you can see right over here, I kind of missed the line a little bit, so I'm going to trim that out, and that should solve our problem. And there we go. Line up our seal, and she'll drill some holes, put in some screws, and well, hopefully the sun will peek out enough that we can actually test this out. Okay, I believe we have the correct size drill bit for our screws. So we're going to drill 3 holes real quick. Careful not to over tighten these. We're just going into very thin aluminum and a very thin layer of wood on the inside. Just want to snug them up, keep the foam tight, and hopefully keep the water out, which I don't have high hopes for because it looks kind of sketchy, but I do want to test out their seal and see how it works. And if it doesn't work, we'll put a thin bead of caulk around the bottom, but I do want this to be easy to remove later on when I put in a bigger vent. Okay, we're back inside. That's what she looks like from the inside. We just have to put on the trim ring and, well, clean up my mess, but then we're done. Oh yeah, that makes it way prettier. But let's see if she actually works. Oh, look at that. We'll be cool in no time. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you found that helpful, or at least amusing. I'll post back later and let you know how this thing does. We'll see if that 1,000 cubic feet an hour actually cools it down in here. It definitely has to help, because all we have now is these passive vents that I think they're just for show. Take care.